YouTube, we've got this little Mazda 6 I'm going to be painting today. Just got a new fender or a new guard, upper section for the bumper bar, a brand new bumper here, and a blend on the door. I'm going to be blending up this pillar too. There was a little chip there, and no use in painting the entire quarter panel and going all the way getting involved in that with a little chip. I've got a bit of a story to tell when I'm doing the masking, but I guess I'll start while I'm wiping down this bumper bar. One of the other painters here, he tried doing a bit of a blend out on the quarter panel, so he was painting the quarter panel and he didn't want to paint up. So he basically stopped his paint here. He was painting the quarter panel, stopped it here, instead of taking an extra 2 minutes to paint the rest of that pillar. So the job stuffed up. The blend peeled back. I don't think he did his prep work properly, and the long and the short of it is that I was ready to go with my next job, and because that car was going, he slowed me down in the booth, all for the sake of 5 minutes extra work, if that. Well, honestly, it was no more. I would have actually saved time in the long run if he had just painted the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is teach you guys the way I do my wet outs, they call it. Some people call it. I just call it a little blend, a clear blend. Yeah, I think it's pretty important to get it right, because what he did is he put clear over unsanded paint. I never do that. I'm happy to put the, in fact I think it's best if you do, put the blending thinner over unsanded paint. But you also have to have it half over unsanded paint, but half over scotch-brighted area. Because obviously, yeah, the clear's not going to stick to shiny paint, is it? Whereas the AK350 or the blending thinner, it actually blends in a lot nicer with unsanded paint than it does the scotched areas. Anyway, that's just a little bit of anti-static cleaner. I've already wiped the guard down with Prepsol, wax and grease remover, whatever you want to call it. It turns out that this bumper didn't come with a toe cap, so I told him to get one, because the one in the bumper had fallen out in the accident. And yeah, it's got a little bit of something to paint under there too. So first up, I've got my plastic primer in this gun, and I'm going to have to stop talking because I need to put this respirator on. that's the wet on wet primer down. Got a bit of masking now. Oh man, that was pretty annoying before. I had plastic cleaner in my gun because the can is exactly the same as the plastic primer we use. Oh man. I got halfway through my first coat and I'm just thinking to myself like, this isn't going on right. Like something is wrong here. This doesn't seem right, but I swore I had plastic primer. It was like sitting in the same spot as the plastic primer was yesterday. Must have been like moved or something, but yeah, so essentially first coat there I was actually spraying on plastic cleaner. And then like the plastic cleaner kind of made it all greasy and the tape started lifting up around here and there. Like, what the hell's going on? Doing my head in. So yeah, with this blend out here, I'll clear up to here. So you can see I finished my Scotch Brite here. I polished with my mini polisher around this section here. So that's going over nice, fresh, clean paint. I sanded with 800 up to around here, Scotch Brite up to here, halfway through my polishing scratches. I'll clear up to here, most of the way up here, through the Scotch Brite, and I'll just use a bit of the AK350. You'll never have any issues with the blend. What this other guy I was talking about before did, he's gone and put his 2-pack clear over the shiny section, and this just started lifting up. And I was telling him yesterday when he's in the booth, I'm like, come on man, like I've got to go at 4 o'clock, so I had to go and help my mate out down at Rustworks, down south of the river, and he's like, oh blah blah blah, you know, it's not like it's my fault, it's like he's blaming it on the detailer because the detailer was the one that actually polished it. And I didn't say it to him, but I'm like, come on man, like I don't really care if it's your fault or not, like I just needed the booth. I don't need to listen to your excuses trying to palm off you know, the fact that you made a mistake onto someone else. Like, it's pretty unfair to go and blame that on him. He didn't do the blend. He's helping you out by polishing it for you, and then you blame it on him when it goes wrong, you know. At the end of the day, man, what would it have taken to finish painting that pillar, you know? 2 minutes, if that. So I think all in all, it can probably even save time a lot of the time. You don't have to worry about bringing in your blending thinners, you don't have to worry about polishing it later on, and yeah, so it is what it is. You even tried blaming it on me because I went in there and helped him do some of the masking around the quarter glass. I was doing the right thing by him Friday afternoon. I saw I'd finished my work, I saw he was in the booth, thought hey, he might want to go home on time tonight, so I thought I'd go and give him a hand masking for 10 minutes, and then when it's out the back he was blaming me, when it's in here he was blaming the guy out the back. Like, come on man, you're just trying to make yourself feel a little bit better, but at the end of the day you fucked up, you know. As soon as he said that to me, that he told him that I masked it up, I'm like, mate, don't try pulling that shit with me, you know. I did the right thing by you, I masked that properly, I had trim tape under there, it was all lifted up, you know, like, there was no edge. And at the end of the day, you oversaw it anyway, you know. If you pull the trigger on a job, anything that happens is your own fault. If someone preps a panel for me and I paint over it, if anything goes wrong, it's my fault because I didn't check it. But as I say, anyway, like it's not like the masking wasn't done properly anyway. It was actually the prep work and the blend work. Because he does things a little bit backwards, like he will mask and then Scotch Brite. I'm like, I don't really understand why you would do that. You're getting dust all over your fresh masking, something that you're about to paint, so you're going to get dust in there, and oh well, I guess it's little things like that that sort of make you stand out as the better painter, you know. And sometimes I do feel like you get to the end of the week and you're like, man, this week could have been a hell of a lot better if you had, you know, done things like a bit of a better way. Some of the other guys, it's like shit, redoing bumper bars 3 times. Can't get the colour right, it's just like blender paint. You blended it the first time, second time, now the third time you blend it. keep working my ass off to make up for it, you know what I mean? Like, oh well, that's why you're on the big bucks, Gunny. So, I need to get some photos so we can get paid accordingly. I'll give it a wax and grease remover or Repsol. Put that under here so I don't get it covered in overspray. And I'll get a new Repsol rag, got one up there, yep. As I say, there was a tiny little chip here, and for what it takes, I may as well just do a little blend up that filler. I'd say it's done properly, it shouldn't be a big deal. Like, yeah, sure, like give it a year or two, you might see a little bit of an edge there. Run the buff over it again, you won't see it. But it's better than having a chip on their panel. But obviously insurance isn't going to pay for a full quarter panel blend. So, you know, I would completely get my ass kicked if I decided to paint all the way up that quarter panel. I didn't even ask the boss about this, I just took my initiative and like, yep, this is the way, probably the best way to do the job. When you get them done in a timely manner and to a good enough quality, you're not going to get second guessed, you know what I mean? Some of these other guys are constantly under fire from the boss because, yeah, they're redoing jobs left, right and centre, and when they do them, they're just not up to standard and doing them a bit slow, and yeah, I reckon this place here is what you make of it. I think most workshops are that way. You go around with a bad attitude and redoing stuff all the time, yeah, you're gonna not really have a great time, but keep doing your best. Most places are pretty good, good work. Alright, back to painting. press the base coat down, go mix up some clear, and I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, ready to clear. I'll give the blend, just the blend, a little bit of a tacky. Just sometimes the metallic can start flying over there a bit and change the colour a touch, or sometimes you can even get them out in the sun and all your metallics over the blend area standing up a bit much. Just see, I don't even tack rag the entire door a lot of the time, and sometimes I do. That'll be alright. Bar should be fine, guard, that'll be all good. Rocking that Vigilante, love this gun, really good looking gun.
Oh yeah, that'll be right. There will be no issue at all with that blend because it's done properly, and it's as easy as that. Whoop, whoop.
that's that done. On to the next one. I've got another little spot repair after this. I'm pretty happy with the finish on that. That's pretty stock standard Mazda peel on that thing. It's what you're looking for. Like, it's not flat, it's not a great finish, but it's a Mazda finish. No use in going and getting a dead flat couple of panels when the rest of it's peeling. And that's just what you want. Restore the vehicle to pre-accident condition. Get out there and paint some shit. Gunman out.